Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sam here from SG Angling. Welcome back to the channel and thanks for tuning in. Of course, if you have not yet, just a reminder, please consider subscribing. Just scrolling down below, hitting that subscribe button. It's obviously snowy here. It's been probably the most difficult winter, just in terms of it being cold and snowy since I moved here to Pittsburgh 6 years ago. But we are seeing light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to warm up this week. Those fish are moving into the pre-spawn feeding patterns, so hopefully looking to get some really good footage very soon. I did a video last year of all of the muskie bloopers, muskie misses, the laughs of the season, and I'm going to do that again this year. That's what this video is all about. First blooper or muskie miss of the year was actually in a really cold day in May. Last winter was really weird because we had a very mild winter and then we had no spring. It was just mild winter and then it went into a really hot summer, and it was so cold in the spring that it was actually snowing on May 8th, and that's how I'm going to start off this next clip. 10 minutes later, or 20 minutes later, I sat down in the boat, fired up the engine, and I went through the no wake zone and noticed a kayak fisherman that was literally getting towed around the lake by a giant muskie, and I went over to help him net it. Check the video out here. Yep, it's starting to snow. Can you believe that? It's the middle of May almost. It's May 8th. It's snowing in north central West Virginia. Gotta be some sort of record. You need a net? Yep.
Big muskie. Oh.
Yeah, I got a nice big muskie net right here for you. I'm gonna try to make my way over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Although, I think that muskie's probably towing you more, more than anything. Got him a real deep water.
I was probably 10, 12 foot.
Okay.
Sorry, he's just turning me.
No, that's okay. Just bring it off to the left here, bring it up. Ooh. Okay.
Whew.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh no!
Damn.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
Oh man. Yeah, his gills probably cut your line.
Whew. Deep crank.
Deep crank, huh?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh, well, we made an effort.
Thank you for the help. I should have tried to play him out, but
Yeah, that's okay.
not what I'm here for.
I mean, what were you using? Like 12, yeah, that's like 10-pound test line, something like that?
Either 10 or 12.
That would have been a miracle even if you had landed it. Obviously, a really sad ending to that clip, but one of the really cool things that happened that day is that kayak fisherman actually ended up paddling his way like 2 miles down the lake towards the dam, and he met me and he said, "Hey, I really appreciate what you did, and I found this muskie plug is how he said it. Musky plug with a leader attached to it, floating, and I want to give it to you. And it was this lure. It's a Trophy Time crank from Steve Gold here. I always said it was my lucky crankbait because it's got my initials on here. Obviously that's Steve's initials, but my initials as well, so I always said it was my lucky bait. And I think in episode 12, I think it was, we ended up actually catching a muskie with this rainbow trout pattern Trophy Time crank. This next video is my brother and I were in the St. Lawrence River, went there this year, and I have a water bottle that's dark colored, and it was really sunny and hot out, and the sun was hitting the water bottle and creating a lot of pressure in it. So then when I went to open the water bottle up, there was a lot of pressure in it, and it squirted and hit me in the face, and my brother got a good laugh out of it. Check it out. This next video was, I actually showed this in one of my previous episodes, but I'm fishing in a lake by myself, and I look over and the guy's got a squawking seagull on the other end of his line. He was fishing top water, and the seagull came down, swooped down, and grabbed his lure, and he had to reel it up and cut the line, and then the seagull flew off with a rattling topwater bait in its mouth.
This guy over here to my right, I'm not going to say it too loud, but he hooked a seagull. That's pretty bad. How do you do that? The one guy just caught a muskie, and then the next guy, like 1 second later, caught a seagull. Oh boy, that's pretty funny.
Only a few hours after that moment, I was fishing and I went to cast my bucktail and my rod snapped in half. Check it out.
Wow. What in the world?
Forward several months, and we were back on this lake with my brother, and it was the morning. We had packed up off one spot to go travel to another spot, and my brother actually ended up getting the trolling motor up off the bow for me, and he wasn't paying attention obviously to anything I was doing, and so I was like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to rev the engine and knock him over. So he was caught off guard, and I revved the engine, and watch what happens. This next clip was only about maybe 45 minutes later. After that moment, we packed the boat up again to travel to the other side of the lake. And what you're about to see here is one of the greatest demonstrations of peripheral awareness, because for some reason I could just sense that my rod had fallen out of the boat as we were full throttle. And you can see me whirl around, and because I don't know if I heard like a tick or something, but I whirled around and my rod was gone. So I look out into the middle of the lake, and you could see the rod tip just floating up, the cork end of it, and we were able to save the rod. But check it out. next video is like really short. I basically was bored. It was kind of a tough day muskie fishing, and it was with my brother again, who's, by the way, very fun to prank. And anyway, his face was super close to the water, so I was using a 9-inch shallow invader, and I decided to slap the shallow invader in the water and splash his face. And I don't know why, but at the time I found it extremely funny, and I was just roaring with laughter. Some would maybe say I sounded like my dad when I laughed here. Spectacular the way that splash came up and hit you. Oh, wow. Was that funny? And then this final clip here is I was fishing with my brother. This was actually filmed during the season finale, and I went to make an overhand cast like this, and there was a tree limb right above me, so I was like this, and obviously my lure didn't go anywhere, and it kind of did a bunch of loops around the tree. It was pretty funny. Check it out. Whoa! I didn't even see that.
Go ahead, take a nap.
What?
Said go ahead, take a nap. Oh, muskie. Real small. Let me guess, Gabe. Let me guess. You're gonna be fishing now. Again, mooching off my success. Unbelievable.
And what you're about to see is one of the greatest and what you're about to see is one of the greatest moments in seeing it's a blooper while I'm filming the blooper video. There's an irony for you.